The semi-final stage of the quad singles competition in wheelchair tennis at the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. And what a match this promises to be. A repeat of the French Open final that took place here at Roland Garros earlier in the year. Sam Schroder, the world number 1, Guy Sasson, the world number 3. But it was Sasson who was victorious in Paris to win his first Grand Slam singles title. He did it 6-2, 3-6, 7-6. They also met in the final of the Australian Open earlier on in the year. 6-3, 6-3 to Schroder. But on clay, Sasson has the edge. In France, Sasson has the edge. It's going to be a real test. Guy Sasson of Israel. The world number 3 ranked player. The French Open champion. A meeting with Sam Schroder. A rematch of the Roland Garros final from earlier in the year, a rematch of the Australian Open final from earlier in the year. The crowd will have immense respect for the quality of their shot making, and I hope you are thoroughly looking forward to this opportunity to watch Sam Schroder and Guy Sasson meet for a place in the Paralympic Games final. Just to look a little more at the classification system for wheelchair tennis at the Paralympic Games, there are 2 classifications, open and quad. The open division is for players who have a permanent physical disability resulting in substantial loss of function in one or both lower extremities. And that's the same for the quad division, with the addition of substantial loss of function in one or both upper extremities. and where at least 3 extremities are affected. Added to all of this intrigue is the fact that that young gentleman was the silver medalist at the last games. Also won the doubles title with Niels Fink. And Guy Sasson competes at the Paralympics for the 2nd time, but the first in the quad division. We will hand over as the roof is in the process of being retracted to Finke of Germany, young and very promising chair umpire.
I didn't hear nothing from what you said.
Sorry, how about inspection? Want me to check? How about the movement and
Where is the coach's box?
Mark is there and Kat is there.
Wheelchair tennis. Okay. I'll say this time.
Guy Sasson winning the toss of the coin, and I believe he elected to receive. Yes, congratulations to Finke, young umpire, really good career ahead of her and also indeed behind her, what she's already accomplished. But imagine how it must feel as an official to be chosen to look after the semi-final of one of the 6 medal events at the Paralympic Games, and in this place at Roland Garros on court Suzanne Longlong. Lovely as well that the weather has started to behave itself a little more. Guy Sasson, that's the route so far. First round win, 6-2, 6-3 against Francisco Cayolev of Chile. Really hard worked for win, and then beat the exciting youngster Greg Slade of Great Britain 6-1, 6-2 in the quarter-final stage. Really had to combat a classical clay court player in Cayolev. As for Sam Schroder, bye in the first round, and then a 6-1, 6-2 win over Leandro Pena in the quarter-final, another classical clay court player. It's interesting to reflect upon the fact that Schroder has won 6 Grand Slam singles titles, but has not won the French Open. He's been a finalist 4 years in a row, including, as I mentioned earlier, this year when he lost to Guy Sasson. He's so far at the top of the ranking, Schroder, almost 1,000 points ahead of Niels Fink. 4 titles won this year, including the Australian Open. That against Sasson. Won the Melbourne Open in the lead up to it. It's always a joyous thing to see young folk coming along and celebrating the Paralympic Games. And it's a joyous thing to have your company as well, whoever you're supporting in this particular meeting between 2 players who know each other's game impeccably well. They are so hard-working, these 2 gentlemen, and how they prepare for matches in their sense of scholarship, of really being aware of their opponent's strengths and weaknesses, navigating a path to victory. A 20-year age gap between them as well. Guy Sasson, 44. And if he wins this match, Sasson, he would become only the second Israeli player to win a Paralympic Games singles medal in wheelchair tennis. First since Noam Gershoni, who won the gold in this event in London. The last minute of warm-up time on court at Suzanne Longlong. That's an absolutely brilliant decision to take a photograph of that. Now, what the one hopes is that someone in turn has taken a photograph of their television in the family and can reciprocate. Lovely to see an old-fashioned camera, isn't it? Well, is it old-fashioned? It's not got a hood over it and on a tripod, but disposable feels like an old-fashioned camera, doesn't it, these days? Or maybe I just feel old-fashioned all of the time. All turned up with sophisticated equipment, haven't they, these youngsters?
End of warm-up.
And worth taking as many pictures as you possibly can. That's one of the lovely things about Roland Garros. It's just a pleasure to journey around the site. Statues of so many of the greats, lovely museum. One of the nicest parts actually is just a little exhibition of different tennis rackets over the years. It is enthralling to see how the design of the core apparatus of the game has changed. You see some quite idiosyncratic racket designs immortalised there. Ones that maybe were briefly popular and didn't quite stand the test of time. This match will likely be one for the ages if their meeting in the French Open final is anything to go by. However, if their meeting in the Australian Open final is anything to go by, it will be a quick and efficient win. Schroder won that one. Sasson won on clay, on this surface, in this city, in this place. So let us discover who goes into the quad singles gold medal match. Serving, world number 1 and silver medalist from Tokyo, Sam Schroder of the Netherlands. Receiving, Guy Sasson, world number 3 from Israel. Compromised him straight away. Good return. Another really fine return of serve, isn't it? Lovely angle on that delivery, forced the Dutchman wide.
14.
Well, he has
Les enfants, un peu de silence, s'il vous plaît, merci.
started with intensity. Gosh, that's a start. What an opening game from Guy Sasson. Breaks Sam Schroder to love. Now, I suspect he knows it's not going to be all that simple. There will likely be twists and turns.
Guy Sasson to serve. Les enfants, merci. Once again, thank you very much. Love 15. Love 13.
Just a little too much angle on the forehand.
15.
The left-hander Sam Schroder. First point that's actually been won by server so far. That was really hard for Schroder to play from so far back behind the baseline.
30.
Sasson knew that it was going to have to come in short and met it so comfortably. Good game that from Love 30. Sasson manages to consolidate the break of serve.
Sasson leads by 2 games to love.
Such a determined attitude to life, Guy Sasson. He gets up at 3 o'clock every morning to run his real estate investment company in Israel because he lives in Houston in Texas. So he puts in a full day's work really when most people are still sleeping soundly.
Thank you, players are ready.
Then he goes into training mode. And he actually used to train in secret, believe it or not. When he started playing wheelchair tennis, Guy Sasson didn't want his family to know that he was playing, that he was practicing, that he was trying to really make something happen in that sport as more than just a recreational athlete. His wife, Aya, is a hugely accomplished doctor. Has 4 children.
Un peu de silence, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Thank you very much.
Met that terrifically.
40-15.
Found himself having to stretch for that straight away. Just went slightly against the run of his movement.
Sasson leads by 2 games to 1.
To slightly change his direction, Sasson. 2-1. The Israeli player still has the break advantage. If you're just joining this contest now, it's a very interesting one. The start has been strong from Guy Sasson, the slightly lower ranked player. Began with a love break of serve, then consolidated. Schroder has just got on the board.
Merci, les joueurs sont prêts. Thank you.
Is it bothering you?
S'il vous plaît, merci. Thank you, please.
After a long wait to serve, that was a really high-quality point from Sasson. Difficult ball toss the first time round, but then good serve and just sophisticated point construction throughout.
Merci.
Six out of 6 points won on the first serve so far for Guy Sasson. Is phenomenal baseline play. Not surprised he screams at that. The effort that he put in. It's got to feel phenomenal if you win a point like that. And it's the classic, tried and tested tennis adage, isn't it? Especially on clay. Just keep getting it back. Extend the rally. Force the error. Super start from Sasson this.
Sasson leads by 3 games to 1.
Love hold of serve. 3-1 to Guy Sasson. "17 minutes played so far. World number 1, Sam Schroder of the Netherlands, playing catch-up. Six times a Grand Slam singles champion, second in the all-time standings behind the Australian Dylan Alcott, who won the gold medal against Schroder in Tokyo.
50 love. Merci. Ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy of the players, please remain silent just before and during the point, please. Thank you very much.
Not easy to take. Had to angle the body. Didn't look too happy with his execution and/or decision making. It's in. And it's extraordinary.
40 love.
Dropped so unexpectedly. What dynamism from Sasson, changed the whole point, didn't he? He was actually very far out wide, got back into a reasonably neutral position, and instead of extending the rally, just finished it off. He is making things very difficult for the world number one at the moment. From 40 love to deuce. Well, here is Guy Sasson's chance to strike. A point for a double break of serve. Schroder with just 2 out of 7 points won on the second serve so far. Was there half a chance for Sasson when it came to the return of the serve? All immaterial now because Schroder produced that lovely backhand.
S'il vous plaît, merci.
He's going to get one more opportunity. There's a quiet intensity to Guy Sasson. Such a focused gentleman in everything that he does. Brilliant. That is a flawless piece of returning, and he's now a double break up against the world #1, Sam Schroder. A nod of the head. And he's got a lot closer now to securing set #1. Sasson 4-1 up.
Time. Mesdames et messieurs, asseyez-vous rapidement, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Première place, s'il vous plaît, merci. First seat. Thank you very much. If you can just take the first seats, please. Thank you. We are ready for play. Thank you.
It is absolutely filling up. Called Suzanne Longlong, full of spectators, some of whom are just coming in now. Presents a little delay to the athletes. That is some start, isn't it, from Schroder? One dare not ever consider him out of a set until the last point is won.
S'il vous plaît, merci. Thank you. A little bit silence, please.
Sasson won the first in the French Open final, 6-2. Lost the second 6-3 and won the third set on a tie-break. So he will know that there's real danger of a Schroder comeback. There's such a lovely mixture of finesse and power to Sasson's game.
30-15.
Can he rush Sasson more? Can he give him less control over his shot making? Can he force him to stretch? Can he force him to make errors? Can he do it consistently enough? Can he control the errors on his own side? 9 forced errors, 4 unforced errors for Schroder, 3 and 3 for Sasson. Oh, extraordinary pickup from the baseline. Sasson thought it was long. And then there was a little gap down the line, but not able to exploit it. So here's Schroder's break point. And there is, to Sasson's frustration, a break of serve retrieved. Still, Sasson has the advantage,
by 4 games to 2.
but it's less emphatic now.
59.
Last time Sam Schroder won a clay court title was the French Riviera Open in 2022. So it's certainly, in terms of all of his great skills and attributes and accomplishments, not his strongest surface upon which to play. That was clever, made it hard for the Israeli to read.
13-15.
Pushed it back on the diagonal very neatly. Might just be that a change in the energy of this match is coming or has already begun. Wow, that was blisteringly well hit. Fabulous tennis there from Schroder. He's got a hold of serve, but he's got a really decisive one too. That was sophisticated play.
Time. Mesdames et messieurs, asseyez-vous rapidement, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
The match will be on the 30-minute mark. I don't think it would be even remotely a surprise if this were quite a long contest.
Un peu de silence, s'il vous plaît. We're ready for play. Thank you.
Fabulous again. Something about the way that Schroder is striking the ball is a little worrying if you are supporting Guy Sasson, because he's getting better and better, the Dutchman. And even though he didn't manage to win that point, the work that it required from Sasson is, again, perhaps a good sign. Sasson, under real pressure, manages to get a very important hold of serve.
Sasson leads by 5 games to 3.
The Israeli player now needs just one further game. Can he get this opening set secured? Schroder, the world #1, the silver medalist from Tokyo, serving to remain a part of this first set.
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you.
Schroder is on 58% of first serves in at the moment. That compared to 83% for his opponent. As a result of that quite low first serve percentage, Sasson is being able to dictate a lot as the receiver. He's actually won over half of his points as the receiver.
Love 13.
14 out of 26 points. That's how many he's won as the receiver. That was a good recovery from Schroder. At a really important point as well.
13.
Just the 5th of 12 points won on his second serve.
Thank you.
2 set points
15-14.
for the French Open champion, Guy Sasson, here at Roland Garros at the Paralympic Games.
Thank you. Merci.
Outstanding point. Serve was so far out wide. And the follow-up, just beautiful. How smooth a strike.
Advantage, Schroder.
2 set points saved. Now a game point to at least force Guy Sasson to get the set one with ball in hand. It seemed as though the set was coming to an end. Not quite. Not quite, said Sam Schroder. 2 set points saved. Nonetheless, Sasson will have the chance now with ball in hand to conclude set 1.
Time.
The setting is called Suzanne Longlaw at Roland Garros Stadium. The quad singles semi-final in wheelchair tennis at Paris 2024 and the Paralympic Games. Serving for the first set, number 3 seed, world number 3, Guy Sasson of Israel. over world #1 and the silver medalist from the last games, Sam Schroder of the Netherlands.
Can you just take a seat, please, behind the players? Thank you. Lot of team. Thank you.
A lovely injection of pace on the ball from Schroder.
Love 13. Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, please, as a courtesy to both players, do not make noise or yell out during the point. Thank you very much.
Yes, quite a necessary intervention from Terfinker, who's doing a really good job as the chair umpire. Very excited young fans, and that's totally understandable. Here we go. Two set points saved, 3 break points created. Turning point possibly coming up. Surprisingly, Schroder doesn't manage to convert that. Beautifully done. Decisive work on the backhand from Sam Schroder. And he's levelled this contest at 5 apiece.
5 game zone.
It was 4-1 to Guy Sasson. Schroder now will serve for a 6-5 advantage. There was the sense, wasn't there, just a few games ago, that maybe something had changed in how Schroder was playing.
Love 15.
And yet he begins this game with a double fault, his third of the match. That's unstoppable, right down the line. Was aware that Sasson was coming in.
59.
What a clever shot, what good judgment.
Let proceed.
Great direction from Sasson, such a nice angle.
15-14.
He has 2 break points, with things having really moved away from him in this set. This is a great opportunity to go back into the lead.
Merci, thank you, players are ready.
What an outstanding point. What an outstanding point, especially from that gentleman. Despite ferocity of movement, as ever, from Guy Sasson, who, I just remind you, is 20 years older than Sam Schroder at 44. It's the contest we hoped it would be. It's the contest we expected. The outcome, goodness knows. Sam Schroder with another absolutely breathtaking shot.
Schroder.
Another of those wonderful forehands that angles its way across the court, that stays so low.
Un peu de silence, s'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup.
No, not quite.
Deuce.
A seesawing happening in this set. It is so finely balanced.
Advantage. Sasson.
Third break point for Israel's Guy Sasson. And he does break. Well, this is keeping us guessing.
Sasson leads by 6
Having
against
led
5.
4-1 and ultimately ending up at 5-all, he's now broken to once again have a chance to serve out the set.
Time.
Do we have the end of the set coming by virtue of Sasson holding, or are we going to a tie-break? Frankly, both scenarios are entirely plausible and probably equally likely based on what we've seen so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We're ready for play.
Serving for the opening set, Guy Sasson. Not the first time, by the way, that he served for the set. Beautiful placement, delicate and poised.
15-all. (30-15).
Another beautiful angle, another lovely piece of backhand execution from Sam Schroder, and it's a break point.
Merci. Merci beaucoup.
An absolutely enthralling hour of tennis, and it goes into a tie-break.
Tie-break.
6-all in the first set of this quad singles semi-final in wheelchair tennis at the Paralympic Games of Paris 2024. 3 breaks of serve apiece.
Thank you very much. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
First ace of the match from either player.
1-0, Schroder.
And now the first mini break. I think it is safe to say that it's been a far from ideal start for Guy Sasson in the tiebreak. He's not been able to play at all. Schroder has controlled everything. And how this can happen, really close matches and suddenly the tiebreak, because of how quick it is, just races away from a player.
Schroder. Thank you. Please.
Just wide. Schroder with a 4-1 advantage. Guy Sasson led by 4 games to 1 earlier on in the set. And we all know what happened there.
Thank you very much.
This is absolutely dominant from the world number 1 when it really matters.
5-1, Schroder.
And how tough this must be to take for Guy Sasson, because of all of the great work that he's done so far in this set. We just remind ourselves that that young man has already saved 2 set points. He's unstoppable, isn't he? At just the right time.
6-1,
It's what the greats do.
Schroder.
Top players become incredibly hard to beat at the tightest points of matches. Set point. Stunning way to conclude the set. A fabulous tie-break from Sam Schroder. 7-1. And all that after the most dramatic of sets, one where he had 2 opportunities to win it. But Schroder, the world number 1, has just proven why. An hour and 13 minutes, one of the longest sets we've had so far at these games. Despite the higher number of unforced errors, many more winners than Sasson from Schroder. Much like the traffic in that previous vision of the city of Paris, this match rather went round in circles in the first set. We kept thinking that we knew at what point we were leaving the roundabout, but it turned out to be a change of direction after change of direction. Sasson led 4-1. Then it was 5-all. Then Sasson broke for 6-5, and then Schroder broke for 6 apiece, and suddenly the tie-break, which one imagined would have been a close thing, was emphatically 7-1 for Sam Schroder. We started to see, as the match drew to Well, the set drew to its conclusion some of the highest quality shot making yet from Schroder.
Game and first set, Schroder.
Notre caméra est dans ce coup tombé. Hey, Viva, it's for us, come on. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Allez, dansez, dansez, bougez. Ça va nous réchauffer. Un match énorme qui vous est proposé par Sasson et Schroder. Merci encore pour votre participation. On reviendra bien évidemment. Gardez de l'énergie, surtout pour Sasson et Schroder qui vont revenir pour la suite de cette demi-finale.
Much excitement as we anticipate the resumption of this contest. What sort of second set is it going to be? Will it be one of those ones that speeds up as a match now that the hugely dramatic first set has been secured by the world number one? Or will we get a three-set contest as we did in the French Open final between these two. On that occasion, Sasson won the first, then Schroder took the second, and the final set was won a tiebreak. The most recent meeting between the two players was a 7-6, 2-6, 6-2 win for Schroder in the quarter-final of the grass court tournament in Roehampton in July. That was a much tighter tiebreak, won 8-6. But I don't think it'll be remotely surprising if Guy Sasson now hits back.
Second set, Sasson to serve.
Set number 2, Guy Sasson will serve, having just lost the first set on a tiebreak by 7 points to 1. Schroder now will doubtless want to pressurise Sasson early on. Try and get an early advantage and increase the stakes in this second set. That's how to do it.
Love 13.
Much better. Drew Schroder in and then had quite a simple passing shot to play. He's done really well, Sasson, from love 30.
40-13.
So important to get this opening hold. He does get the opening hold and gets it wonderfully with a beautiful forehand.
First game, second set.
That from love 30.
love 15.
Every single millimetre of the court seemed to be used there. And it ended with an extraordinary shot from way back behind the baseline. Some great defensive play from Schroder and ultimately some great attacking play. Sasson pressurising. Oh, how did that get clearance? Only he knows.
30-all.
Perfect into the corner. One of the most likely ways to get success when returning in wheelchair tennis. And a break point here for Guy Sasson. He's going to get another chance.
Advantage, Sasson.
Tough beginning to set number 2 for the world number 1. We just remind ourselves that Sam Schroder has 4 times made the French Open final. It is the only Grand Slam singles title he's yet to win. Thrice a winner of the Australian Open, twice the US Open, Wimbledon once.
Sasson.
That was really close. A moment of worry there, certainly, for Schroder. Three break points saved. That just has dropped in, although Guy Sasson is sure that's not the case. Finker ending the conversation quickly.
Advantage, Schroder.
Three break points saved, now a game point for Sam Schroder. Oh, fabulous. How significant a hold of serve could that be? What tenacity from Sam Schroder. It's one of those holds of serve that could psychologically feel as good as a break.
Love.
He's got it. Or has he? My word. That might be the greatest example of a point won from an insurmountable position. He'd lost that. That point was over. Even Guy Sasson knows it.
59.
Sometimes you've just got to chuckle about it, haven't you? Guy Sasson is a very gracious person to play against. It's clear from watching how he interacts with his opponents that he has enormous respect for those that he faces. at the end of his first round win against Francisco Kaelev. He embraced him at the net and was just full of kind words and admiration. It's taken over an hour and a half to get just to this stage, 1-1 in the second. Neither of them shows any sign whatsoever of letting their intensity level waver or drop. The subject of intensity, a shot that has brought him a lot of success in this match. Well positioned, just a smooth move across to the right to take it on the forehand. Didn't require a lot of adjustment of his starting position. Couldn't wear him down.
Sasson. Ladies and gentlemen, please a little bit silence. Thank you.
First double fault of this set. Second overall for Sasson.
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you.
Just struggling with some of those forehands to get clearance.
Advantage, Sasson. Thank you. Game, Sasson.
Sasson holds.
Please.
Hard game
Sasson leads
in
by
what
2
must
games to
be
1.
an exhausting contest for these two gentlemen, physically and mentally, because it's taken almost an hour and 3/4 to get to this stage.
Time. Mesdames et messieurs, asseyez-vous rapidement, s'il vous plaît, merci. Take your seats quickly, please. Thank you.
Teerfinke dexterously flitting between
First
French
of all,
and
please.
English.
Thank you. Players are ready.
Umpire from Germany, who's also fluent in Mandarin and has a degree in international studies. Just waiting for spectators to settle again, I think. Indeed, some to perhaps move to a different part of Roland Garros.
Lot 15.
Having a few issues with
Love 13.
the forehand here and there. Sasson's
Love 14.
got 3 break points to work with now. Really did go for it, didn't he?
Ladies and gentlemen, as a courtesy to the players, please do not scream just before they're hitting the ball. Thank you.
Sasson has broken. Now, he did lead 4-1 in the first set, went on to lose it on a tie-break. Can he hold on to this lead? Very significant service game coming up for 44-year-old Israeli Guy Sasson. He didn't do more than necessary with the return of Sir Schroder. Sensible shot. That has gone wide.
40-15.
So there's irritation and a sense perhaps of a slightly missed opportunity. On the subject of irritation,
40-13.
Demands so much of himself, as all elite athletes do. That was a big decision from Schroder. Went around to play it on the forehand. Risk giving Sasson time to get back into position, and in the end it was immaterial. So Sasson now 2 games away from levelling the contest, but he was in this position in set 1 and lost it on a tie-break. He's been in this position before. Now seeks to hold on to the compelling advantage that he's managed to build up over Sam Schroder. It's in. Guy Sasson hopes not. Guy Sasson making the point that there's some movement among some spectators. That's an impeccable return. Drop that perfectly into the corner. They're two players who make for such an engrossing combination when they meet. Both have such completeness to the game that they play. Such intelligence to a lot of their decision-making. That has gone quite comfortably in, and Schroder makes it 4-2.
Sasson leads by 4-2.
Now, it was at this point in set number one that things started to change. Will Guy Sasson come under service pressure once again from Sam Schroder? That's an incredible point in terms of his shot making. Tough on Sasson though, certainly, with the net cord, but Schroder's execution there was delightful. going to happen again.
Love 13.
Slightly surprising there. Schroder looked a little cross with himself that he'd to push that long. But that is another of those excellent returns down the line that he's produced on so many occasions. And hang on just a minute, because it's 2 break points. He's won 6 out of 9 points on the second serve in this set, the Israeli, but that's not one of them. Second double fault, and Schroder has brought it back with serve. 4-3. Sam Schroder proving extremely difficult to beat. If he gets this hold of serve, then from 4-1,
thank you. Players are ready.
It's going to be another comeback accomplished, and that will only be part of the job done. At the time of Sam Schroder's silver medal and indeed doubles gold in Tokyo, Guy Sasson was not part of the quad division. He was playing in the open class. Oh, nearly. That's quite a brilliant rally, though, with some supreme defensive work from Sasson, making it more understandable as to why he looked so aghast that that didn't work out, the attacking shot at the end. It's often the worst feeling, isn't it, for any racket sports player when they've defensively been so strong to cultivate the chance to put the point away, and then that's the one bit that goes wrong. Completely outmaneuvered there by Sam Schroder.
14-11.
That's a great adjustment, considering the position that Schroder was in early on in that rally. And what he managed to do in terms of forcing that change of direction on the 44-year-old. Change of direction in the match too. Great retrieval from Schroder. Great all around. A love hold.
For Ginsel.
From 4-1, yet again, we have parity, just as was the case in set one. That was a little more complicated. It went from 4-1 to 5-3 and then eventually to 5-all. But now, Guy Sasson has really got to steady himself for a big service game. Fortunately for him, it just wouldn't drop in time. Gosh, he's hard to beat, isn't he, Sam Schroder?
Five.
59.
Stunning defensive play again from Schroder. The point seemed to be lost. That's one of the greatest facets of his game. What
13,
athleticism.
13.
And then as it lands, it actually doesn't bounce particularly nicely for Sasson.
Five.
30.
Fantastic. He's got the chance now.
13-14. Thank you. Merci.
Can
Players are
Guy
ready.
Sasson
Thank
rescue this game? Oh! Well, I never.
Deuce.
Will that be one that Sam Schroder looks back on? He's going to get another chance.
Advantage. Schroder.
Well over 2 hours played now. And if Sam Schroder can convert this second break point, then that one placed into the net from close range will be of no consequence. It's breathtaking tennis, absolutely world class. From two of the finest on earth. Every bit of the clay covered. Just about every shot type demonstrated. And so steady when he needed to be there, Guy Sasson.
Advantage.
Double fault for just the fourth time in the match. And a third break point in this game.
Deuce.
Didn't he position himself so cleverly for that shot, Schroder?
Advantage.
Lovely way he angled the racket.
Schroder.
and his body. Break point 4. He's got it.
Schroder.
From 4-1 down in the second set, just as he was down by the same score in the first. Schroder is now in a position to get it done and get it won. The world number 1 leads 5-4 and will serve for a place in the gold medal match.
Time.
Is Sam Schroder about to go into yet another Paralympic Games gold medal match? He will serve for a place on the podium and a place in the final. He's been so frank about how much he wants to win gold in Paris, wants to win double gold. Unusually frank. Players so often don't share that so openly with the world. He's happy to say it.
Thank you.
Great first point from Sasson.
Love 15.
How's that for a response? Ace number 2. Both of them have been Schroder's. Stunning shot.
13-15.
This is beautiful because movement-wise it seems as though it's going the other way. it has just gone long. 2 match points.
40-15.
He's played so well, Guy Sasson. Schroder has simply refused to yield. Great. What a way to save match point that was.
30.
Such a composed piece of play from Sasson. But he's got to do it again. This is the sort of narrow match where you may not get another opportunity if you don't take your match points. Display of sensational determination from Sam Schroder. He's into the gold medal match at the Paralympic Games in Paris. Guy Sasson was 4-1 up in both sets. Schroder would not yield. He saved 2 set points in the first, won it on a tie-break. And he has won 5 consecutive games to secure the match and to guarantee himself a place on the podium. He's quite simply one of the hardest players to beat. And in the rematch from the French Open final, this time it's Schroder. Sam Schroder, winner in the semi-final stage of the quad singles competition at the Paralympic Games in Paris. He will go for gold yet again, just as he did in Tokyo. He's in the final. But spare a thought for this gentleman, because he played some exquisite tennis. Almost 2.5 hours of play, a win for Sam Schroder. 41 winners he played. Plenty of break points for the pair of them. Little to separate them. And yet Sasson, from 4-1 up in both sets, not able to actually convert it into a set-winning position. And really, that's credit to him. The gold medal match will see Sam Schroder take on the gentleman with whom he won the doubles title in Tokyo. And Guy Sasson will return to bid for bronze. Well, it really was an engrossing match, wasn't it? Such spectacular tennis played.